In this episode of Go Van Go, we take you along with us as we float the Smith River in Montana. Smith River State Park is a 59-mile float trip accessible only by non-motorized watercraft. There is one put-in site, Camp Baker, and one takeout point at Eden Bridge. There are designated boat camps along the way, which you are assigned before you depart for overnight camping. We did 4 nights, which is the maximum allowed. If you're lucky enough to draw a permit or know someone who did, you can have up to 15 people. And you'll have an adventure of a lifetime. June 2nd. We're putting in at 9:47. It's actually a pretty calm day. It was 47 in White Sulphur. So it's probably a little warmer now. Not real deep, but deep enough for us. The river was at 264 CFS. CFS is cubic feet per second. 250 is the minimum. Turns out 264 is also a minimum. Half hour into it. Look at that, the sun's even coming out. Blue sky. In the big sky. On the Smith. Beautiful day. $12:30 and we have cruised to Indian Springs so far. Indian Springs is mile 6. We will be going to Rock Garden Campground, which is 0.8 more miles. So we will make our first camp pretty early in the day. Pretty little spring. first night camping. Getting ready.
This is our group here.
When we went to the park, we saw there was a mama bear and two cubs run up the hill, so I hurried.
It started to rain on us during my favorite time of morning, coffee time. We thought we should go ahead and pack things up while everything was still dry. While we were getting things packed, the sun came out. It was going to be a beautiful morning for our 11.6 mile float today. We were headed to our next camp spot, Sheep Wagon Campground. Oh. The park ranger at Camp Baker warned us to watch for bears as there are more than usual around. We haven't seen any yet, but we've seen big rocks. More than usual. As you can see, there were areas in the river that were just a little too shallow, only adding to the excitement of it all. Just past where Tenderfoot Creek comes into the river, you'll come up on some pictographs of handprints that are over 10,000 years old. These were left by the Besant and Avonlea people.
Beautiful country. Yes.
We made it to camp without getting too wet. Had some dinner, which by the way is another highlight of the trip. Built the fire. Then the real rainstorm hit. Complete with thunder, lightning, rain, some hail, and a lot of it. Some of us waited it out. Some of us hit the tents. But I mean really, what's a little rain amongst friends and family? The next morning, the sun came out a little, the river came up a little, and we loaded up for a little longer float. 17 miles today to our next campsite.
Day 3.
On the river at 8:56 in the morning. Looks like cloudy skies again, so the ranger is close by. A must-stop along the river is a beautiful ranch called Heaven on Earth. It's a family-owned working cattle ranch, a par 3 golf course, and there's even some cabins for overnight guests. We've gotten to know the owner over the years. and we sure enjoy his hospitality and his homemade ice cream sandwiches. Almost to Fraunhofer Campground, about 2 more miles. Trying to beat the storm.
You didn't pay, so
Sitting out? Yeah. But another rainstorm.
While you're out there, okay, let's see if we can move it all together.
Oh, I had no idea.
Luckily, it didn't start until happy hour. After a rainy evening, we woke up to some warm sunshine. So we set things out and let them dry before moving on down the river. Victor told us he had a bear visit during the night. He apparently saw the evidence behind his tent. Headed to our next and last campground, Upper Ridge Top. 10 miles downriver. We'll see if we beat the rainstorm that's predicted. Another one. Good thing is, warm enough in the mornings that it dries things out at least. Just in time for it all to get wet again. Beautiful day for a float. good. I'm just here to entertain the cows. We reached the last campground for the night and set up in the rain. A light drizzle that just kept coming. I think it just wanted to join our party too. The one good thing about the rain is it sure brought out all the native species. Breaking camp for the last time. Monday morning. Rained off and on during the night. Sun's breaking out. It's rather nice. Might be able to take off a few layers of clothes today. Upper Ridge Top. Nice campground.
Well, the water must have been higher than where the bad rapids are, because it sure wasn't bad.
The sheep are making their way up to higher ground. Wonder if they know something we don't. For 59 miles, we traversed the river through beautiful limestone canyons to serene, rolling, grass-covered hills. We endured some rainstorms and some shallow waters, but for 5 days, we were disconnected from the world and living in the moment. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we look forward to our next floating adventure.